Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to the London School of Business and Finance Graduation and Celebration of Achievement 2025. Before we begin, I would just like to run through a couple of housekeeping arrangements. Can I ask you all to please ensure your mobile phones are on silent? Additionally, you may take photos, but please remain seated. To commence the ceremony, please may I introduce to you LSBF's Vice Rector and Managing Director, Karina Kushner.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a true honor to stand before you today as we come together to celebrate the outstanding achievements of the students of the London School of Business and Finance. But today is not only about you, our graduates, who have worked so hard to reach this milestone. It's also about recognizing the family, friends, and staff who've supported you every step of the way. Now, I know what you're thinking. It wouldn't be an LSBF graduation without a little annual humble brag. And yes, as Managing Director of LSBF, I'm going to indulge just a little. This has been a very exciting year for us, shaped and defined by the success of our staff and students. Our very own Dr. Eleni Lamprou presented at the prestigious Advanced Higher Education Conference, sharing how online education can nurture emotional intelligence and connection, that deeply human skill which will set us apart in the age of AI. We were also extremely proud to be named finalists for the Charter Management Institute Higher Education Partner of the Year Award, recognizing our innovation and real-world impact in business and management education. We've expanded internationally and we're launching new programs, including a doctorate in business administration, alongside MBA specializations in AI, computing, and other future-facing fields. And for our alumni, we now offer CPD programs and accredited diplomas, ensuring lifelong learning and continuous professional growth. These achievements and developments set us up to better serve you in the coming years. And yet, none of these would mean anything without you, our remarkable students who bring them to life. Over 15,000 students have graduated from LSBF over the years, each improving their life opportunities and employment prospects. Today, you will be hearing from two of our outstanding graduates. Jaskiran, an LSBF student ambassador who graduated with merit. She's using her marketing skills learned at LSBF as she pursues her career as a rising star in modeling and acting based in Los Angeles. We're especially lucky to have her mother, Preet, in the audience today. I can see you there, yes. My very dear colleague and friend, and someone whose relentless work ethic and refusal to compromise on quality clearly did not skip a generation. You'll also be hearing from Valeria, originally from Mexico, and who graduated with a distinction from our investment banking and capital markets program. Today, she's based in Dubai, where she holds a senior leadership role in the hospitality sector. Her story captures exactly what LSBF is all about: empowering ambitious professionals wherever they are in the world to study flexibly and unlock new opportunities. And I'm especially proud that this year, for the first time, we're formally celebrating the accomplishments of our ACCA accounting students, who are such an integral part of our professional school. My colleague, Nicola Peters, will introduce these exceptional students shortly. But before we hear from our graduates and Nicola, it's my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. Professor Moritz van Rugen has held senior roles at some of Europe's most respected institutions. From Erasmus University Rotterdam to the University of Westminster, where he led international strategy as part of the executive board. He also served as Rector Magnificus of the Nyenrode Business University in the Netherlands. Today, he continues to shape the future of global education as Chief Academic Officer of Global University Systems. He's Director of LSBF, Chairman of GISMA Business School in Germany, and President of University of Applied Sciences Europe. I've had the privilege of working closely with Moritz for many years, and beyond the titles, what truly sets him apart is his rare combination of brilliance, warmth, and the ability to connect with anyone, be it world leaders or junior academics. There's simply no one quite like him in higher education, and I'm delighted that you'll get to hear from him today. Please join me in welcoming Professor Moritz van Roogen.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. It was a bit short, wasn't it? You could go on, but
there is more.
and there's more. Great. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's not always easy in a church, is it? Yeah. Great. So let me start very formally. Dear graduates, dear friends, family, very important day for you as well. And of course, last but not least, dear colleagues, good to see you again. This is a really joyful moment. This is really the pivotal moment for me for the year. I mean, there's nothing nicer than a degree ceremony. Right? My role to stand here, to be able to congratulate you, to see all these happy faces, or I assume that is your happy face. I mean, I can't be wrong, but is an absolute joy. Absolute joy. Now, London School of Business and Finance isn't an old institution, but it's not a young institution either. We have had many graduates over time. And while I was going out here and I was thinking what to say to you, I thought, why are LSBF graduates special? What makes them special? And I thought, well, it's stamina. You haven't exactly chosen an easy way to get your degree. There's nobody there to continuously tell you you need to do this and that. It's actually, you really had to do this in many ways yourself. Motivate yourself, going over all these hurdles and hobbles and kind of, okay, no, I can do this, right? It's stamina. It's resilience when things do not go exactly, you had to do a juggling act between all the different things you suddenly get thrown at you, and maybe in work or private life or whatever, and your study. It's resilience as well, to overcome those. And what makes you overcome it? Probably ambition, if you're honest with yourself, right? You want to achieve this, great, and here you are. You have achieved it. Stamina, ambition, resilience. It's actually quite interesting. These are features which define a leader. They define an entrepreneur. These, if you ask what makes you a successful entrepreneur, what makes you a successful leader, actually these type of words which come back all the time. So really what an LSBF graduate has is the kind of, you have certainly the capability of being outstanding in leading and being entrepreneurial. And that's quite a big thing. And it's actually worth, now you have reached this milestone, to think about that. What does that actually really mean? Many business schools say, oh, we are educating the leaders of the future, etc., right? And they, as if you do a module and you say, okay, let me do the module leadership, and no, that doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's about mindset, it's about attitude, it's about proving yourself. What it isn't is an ego trip. And this is what sometimes is forgotten in the world. Leadership, entrepreneurship, success are very laudable objectives, unless you treat it like an ego trip, unless you do that purely for yourself. And then you get what I call bad leadership and bad entrepreneurship. Because leadership and entrepreneurship are not by definition good things. Let's be honest. There are a lot of examples in the world of negative leadership, negative entrepreneurship, driven by greed and no respect just by bank accounts, right? When I say good or bad, I don't mean skillful or not skillful. I don't mean that you actually achieve your big bank account or not. No, actually what I'm saying is, why are you doing? What is your moral compass? And sometimes that isn't there and hasn't been there. Over history, there are a lot of examples of really bad entrepreneurship, bad leadership. So when it comes to you have the capability of leadership as entrepreneurs as well, right? You also have to reflect for yourself, what does that actually mean for me? It is about integrity. And what is integrity? Another word like that, right? For me, simply, integrity is when I get up in the morning and I look in the mirror and I said, okay, you're not perfect. I do say that, honestly. You're not perfect, but you're trying your best to do actually something positive. Right? That's integrity, that you can look in yourself in the mirror without feeling a fraud. Because in your heart, you know that you make mistakes. You mess things up now and then. Well, I'm a human being like everybody else. But I do it for the right reasons. I try to do the best. It's integrity. It's also responsibility. Why am I doing this? Am I doing it just purely for myself? I'm in education. It's not just about myself. It's not just about, wow, I want to be in the spotlight and I want to be admired. Absolutely not. No. I do that because I feel I have a positive impact on people. I can have a positive impact on people, not directly, hopefully also directly, but also indirectly via wonderful colleagues, etc. That's really what it's about. Feeling responsible for your fellow human beings, feel responsible for your colleagues, not just for yourself, right? Feeling responsible for your family, feeling responsible for your next generations, right? Really important. It's not about me trying to get as much as possible now. It's actually me making a positive contribution to the next generation as well, and to other people. It is not a rat race. If I look at the history of business education, and Karina quite rightly pointed out, I've been in education for a long time. I've seen, especially business schools, making big mistakes. Right? If you look at what was happening in the 80s, and especially 90s, greed is good, they would say. Right? What's wrong with training students for a rat race? Well, it's very wrong. It's not what you want. You want to have graduates who understand what leadership and entrepreneurship is really about. So, what is really so important in that? I've been thinking when I was going over here. And I think it's confidence. You need to be confident in yourself that you're trying to do the right thing. And you need to be confident not to be embarrassed when it doesn't work. And you should be confident that you can also accommodate failure, because things don't always go to plan. And that's not a problem. On the contrary, that's also part of that experience, right? So confidence to do the right thing, trying to do the right thing, is really at the heart of everything you do as a leader or potential leader or entrepreneur. Recognizing your own strengths and weaknesses. Don't be shy about the fact that you're good at things, but also don't be embarrassed about the fact that you're not perfect. Nobody is perfect, and you don't need to be perfect. You have weaknesses. And what does a good leader and entrepreneur do with the weaknesses? They surround themselves with people who complement those weaknesses, who have different strengths. Your weaknesses are their strengths. Smart leaders and entrepreneurs do exactly that. It isn't about them, it's actually about other people, to bring the right people around them, and therefore be very successful. Weak leaders want to be surrounded by people who continuously say how big they are, how wonderful they are, right? We know the types, to be honest. And it's weak leadership, because your weaknesses become amplified rather than modified. And this is something which I think is super important for anybody who has the potential you have to bear in mind. You want to surround yourself with good people. They are not a threat. They're actually your strength, because they are better at something you're not good at. I can now give you a long list of I'm not good at following, right? I know that. I got gray hair. I don't know a lot of things I'm not good at. It's fine. There are other people who are good at that. I don't need to be good at everything. This is really what is so important, to be able to deal with confidence with yourself and to be comfortable in your skin, as they say, in dealing with that. And also to be confident to deal with the strengths and weaknesses of others. As I said, don't be afraid of them. Right? They obviously are human beings. They try normally their best as well. Right? So you respect them for that and you want to work with them. Guess what? Occasionally, you work with people who are not like that. You occasionally have people in your team who don't get it. And they try to be smart, right? And you know what you need to do then? Yeah. You have to say goodbye. Either you say goodbye to them or you have to say goodbye to someone. That's also part of leadership and entrepreneurship. To actually recognize that you try to help someone, try to bring someone in your team, etc., and it didn't work. No hard feelings. I've had to say goodbye to quite a few people over my time. And you know what? I hate it. If you say to someone, you are fired, and it makes you feel good, you got a big problem. You got a really big problem. Because you are only interested in your own ego. Look, this impacts other people. This is awful when you have to do that. And I'm pleased to say that those people who I have had to say at a certain moment, look, it's nothing personal. It's not that you're not good, it's just you don't fit in this particular place at that particular time. You can do a lot of other things, but this doesn't work. And most of the time people were relieved that I told them, because they knew that already. Yeah? And bizarrely, I had sometimes people who felt sorry for me that I had to tell them, right? Because they knew I didn't like that. But that's reality. That's leadership as well. Right? It's not about the popularity prize. It's not about you. It's not about, hey, I'm the most popular guy in the country or whatever. No, it is about, yeah, you have to lead. You sometimes have to do that as well. So this is something which is about taking responsibility as a leader and an entrepreneur. You have to do that as well. You have to do that with confidence, and you should never do that with arrogance. People mix the two, confidence and arrogance. What's the difference there? Well, the big difference is, it doesn't look very different, but actually it's usually different because it's the opposites. Right? Arrogance is actually very insecure people who try to hide the fact that they're arrogant. Something goes wrong, who's to be blamed? It's not me. You are to be blamed. You are to be blamed. You are to be blamed. That's arrogance. But actually these are really insecure people. Right? When you're confident, you say, I might have misjudged that. I might have made a mistake. When you're really confident, by the way, sometimes you know it wasn't your mistake, and you still say, it was my mistake. Right? Then you know that someone is really, really competent, which that happens. Because they are competent taking the blame for other people. And that's something which I think you have to bear in mind. It comes with responsibility as well, when you are wanting to become a good leader or a good entrepreneur. Well, I admire you. I admire for what you have achieved. I admire you for your resilience. You have earned that admiration. It's not because I want to give it to you. You have earned that. You deserve it. Right? You deserve to sit there and smile because you earned that. So what's next? Well, now you have to prove your worth, right? That's the next stage. Be that force for good, not greed. What I want to say is, I want to give you more than admiration. I want to be able to say over time, when I see your post on LinkedIn or whatever stuff you use to communicate where you are in life, professionally, that I not only admire you, I'm proud of you. That's really what I want to be able to say. I am proud of this LSBF alumnus or alumna, female version, right? So let me wish that we, not just me, but we, everybody here at LSBF, will be able to say and continue to say, we're really, really proud of you as our alumnus or alumni. And you are really trying. I'm not necessarily saying always achieving, but at least you're really, really trying to be that force for good, to be a good leader, be a good entrepreneur, so that you're also an example to other people in the future. So I wish you all the success in your life, and let us know what happens next in your next chapter. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Now we will continue the ceremony with Dr. Shanaz Hamid, Dean, and Dr. Eleni Lamprou, Programme Leader.
Ahmed Hassan Abu Zaid. Amiram Mostafa Hussein Abdu, Master in Finance and Investments. Analia June Royepen, MBA. Anju Batra, Master in Finance and Investments, Merit. Azohu Yves Joel Kudu, Master in Finance and Investments. Barbara Zelena, Master in Finance and Investments, Distinction. Bitha Namutenia Sangelao Sipopieni, Master in Finance and Investments. Bisma Khan Sarma, MBA, Merit. Cameron Andrew Guillaume, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Chia Yi Lee, MBA, Merit. Chola Lawrence Chikonde, MBA, Distinction. Dixon Gima, Master in Finance and Investments. Dixon Mutua Muli, MBA, Merit. Enkeleida Dzebedziou, MBA, Merit. Franziska Rummel, Master in Finance and Investments, Merit. Ghazala Nazneen, MBA. Henry Nganga, MBA, Merit. Isaie Muhoza, Master in Finance and Investments. Eva Maria Tsirik, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Jan Uwe Reinhard Schmidt, MBA, Merit. Jasan Core, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Jennifer Marilyn Gracias Badiel, Master in Finance and Investments. Kent Douglas Kihuha, MBA, Merit. Luisa Simon Kobolan, MBA, Merit. Luis Manuel Garrido da Silva Osorio, MBA, Merit. Lamin Sisay, Master in Finance and Investments. Mansurbek Rastambikovic Halilov, MBA. Melissa Goodwin, MBA, Merit. Melinda Yarmati, MBA. Mona Roti, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Neelam Asarani, MBA, Merit. Nicola Kontosova, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Redumetse Refiwe Maboya, MBA. Rima Tanios, Master in Public Health. Rutsi Sailes Deshmukh, MBA, Merit. Samuel Oduro, MBA, Merit. Sara Kovac, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Sekani Maria Soko, MBA, Merit. Silvia Marina de Oliveira Craveiro, MBA, Merit. Umme Yusra Burkutali Maudaru, MBA, Merit. Valeria Perez Goyon, Master in Finance and Investments, Distinction. Vensislava Mincheva Bormaliska, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Wesley Bellato, MBA, Merit. Yohei Sato, Master in Strategic Marketing, Merit. Jacqueline Bano, Master in Strategic Marketing. Zohal Salek, Master in Public Health, Merit. And now I introduce Jasan Core, graduate of the Master in Strategic Marketing, who will address her fellow graduates. Jaskiran.
I thought about leaving this in my seat, but I don't think I'm ready to let go of it yet. Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, families, friends, and my fellow graduates. It is such an honor to stand here today. This day doesn't just reflect our studies, it reflects the perseverance, the discipline, and the quiet determination to stand here today. This is more than a ceremony. It's a tribute to every sacrifice, every moment we doubted ourselves and chose to still keep going. Along the way, our professors challenged us, they encouraged us, and they reminded us that growth begins where comfort ends. To Dr. Shanaz Ahmed and Alani Prampu, and to all our professors and dedicated staff, thank you for being pillars of guidance, encouragement through this journey. You pushed us to think deeper, inspired us to aim higher, and challenged us to grow in ways we never expected. To our families, friends, and loved ones, thank you for believing in us, especially on the days when we doubted ourselves, for the sacrifices you made, and for carrying life's little responsibilities so we could carry this big dream. This moment is as much yours as it is ours. And lastly, to my classmates, we faced challenges together, we supported each other, and we made it through with resilience and maybe just a little bit too much caffeine. If graduate school has taught us anything, it's that we can navigate any uncertainty, rise to every challenge, and carry forward the strength we've built along the way. As we leave here today, let's hold on to this truth. We are stronger than we thought, braver than we imagined, and capable of more than we ever believed. Because in the end, the future does not belong to the fearless. It belongs to those who keep going even when they're afraid. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
And now I introduce Valeria Perez, graduate of the Master in Finance and Investments, who will also address her fellow graduates.
Good afternoon, everyone. What makes this moment so meaningful is not just that we are graduating, but how we got here. Completing a master's degree in finance and investment with specialization in investment banking and capital markets, especially online, it's a very different journey from a bachelor's degree. We didn't have the leisure of youth, of the endless time to just be students. We chose to continue our education while balancing careers, families, and responsibilities. That's why today it feels so significant. What I value most about this program was how relevant and up-to-date it always was. During COVID, for example, we weren't just reading about supply and demand in textbooks. We were analyzing disruptions as they unfolded in real time. Every lecture and assignment felt like a bridge between theory and reality, and that made learning incredibly engaging. The platform to exchange ideas with classmates was another highlight. Posting our work, reading each other's perspectives, and building conversation created a real sense of community, even if it was online. It reminded me that learning is not just about knowledge, but also about connection. And these resources we had, like Perlego Library, giving us access to such a wide range of books and research, we were supported throughout the program. And of course, I must mention my favorite professor, Dr. Martin. His classes on derivatives and quantitative finance were unforgettable, not least for the level of detail in his Excel sheets, but beyond the numbers, he taught me something that stuck. The more you read outside of the reading materials, the better you'll perform. Well, 2.5 years later, a lot of late-night reading, and one distinction later, I suppose he was right. Balancing work and studies was not easy, and I know many of you felt the same. But that's what makes this achievement special. A master's degree is not just a certificate, it's proof of resilience, of choosing to grow despite the demand of daily life. As we move forward, I hope we carry with us not just the knowledge we gain, but also the mindset this journey required. Adaptability, perseverance, and the ability to keep learning no matter where life takes us. I would also like to thank Dr. Shanaz, along with the LSBF faculty and staff, for their guidance and commitment. Their support created an environment where we could truly thrive, and I know my fellow graduates join me feeling grateful for all they've done for us. Before I close, I want to thank the people that made it possible for me. To my parents for their unwavering support and for giving me the courage to take this step, and from coming all the way from Mexico to be here today. And to my boyfriend, thank you for your patience and love, for cooking dinner for me every night, 'cause I couldn't do anything but study, and for all the weekends that he had to stay at home doing nothing, again, studying with me. This achievement doesn't just belong to me, it belongs to them as well. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. Today is proof that we can thrive in complexity and a reminder that the best investment we've ever made is in ourselves. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nicola Peters, and I'm Head of Learning, Quality and Operations for the Professional School here at LSBF. I've got a speech to read in front of me, but in my own inevitable fashion, I'm going to come away from it a little bit, because I realise standing here that many of you won't understand what an ACCA affiliate is, and that's who I'm here to celebrate today. So Karina, thank you for the first time to allow us to do this. So ACCA is the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. The people who we're celebrating here today are just a few of our affiliates who will be graduating at this point, and who would graduate and come out as affiliates 4 times a year. These students join members in 180 countries, and the studying that they do could see them doing 13 exams, 1 a quarter, maybe over 3.5 years, maybe quicker, maybe longer. But this qualification takes them from an undergraduate level right the way through to masters in a very short period of time. Our students generally do this while they're working full-time. They have families. They have other responsibilities. So it's with huge gratitude that they are here and being celebrated. It needs discipline to do this qualification. You need to be determined, and you need a deep belief in yourself. And all of you affiliates who are here today, you have proven that you have all of that. I also want to thank your families and your friends and your employers, because I know that you will have needed a huge amount of support to get to this point. So on your behalf and our behalf as faculty, many thanks to all of you as well. At LSBF, we have some amazing students who, as I say, are balancing so many different things. But I just want to tell you about one student who is still studying with us at the moment. This student achieved earlier this year, coming #1 in their country and 29th in the world for the financial management exam. And we're really, really proud of that here at LSBF. So I speak to you today, yes, as the head of PQ, but also as a former ACCA student myself, who is now a fellow of the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. I know how hard it is for you because I was there myself. And to give you an idea, it took me around 6 or 7 years. Yes, I passed my exams first time. Yes, I had 2 babies. And that's the type of students that I know that we have with us today. What I want to say to you is, my ACCA affiliates, is this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of your journey. This is the springboard to take you to the rest of your career. So please take that determination you found. Take that pride in yourself that got you here. Go into the workplace as really strong, determined professionals. If you achieve this, you have the ability to achieve anything. So enjoy this moment. You've absolutely earned it. It isn't the peak. It isn't the end. This is the beginning. Thank you. I'd like to offer my congratulations, if you'd like to come up, Elizabeth Otiulitan. Patrick Pochek. And Raphael Waidu. Thank you.
Thank you. And that brings the ceremony to a close. Will all academics please proceed outside, followed by the graduates for the group photos, after which please return for the reception.